Hello everybody and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Still working on that. Okay, so I received a bit of advice and I sort of experimented off camera because this game actually lets you farm. So I figured I would sort of use that advantage and see what I can do. So here's what I've done. I made a deck, I think, and here's my thought process, right? So, we have light attack, which does piercing and blunt, so all in all, can do pretty good, very good mixed damage. It only takes one energy, one light, that sounds right. Quickness, which gives us one haste next scene, which boosts all speed dice values, so that means we're going to outspeed some people, and it gives us some dodge. I have a second quickness because I feel like it's going to be really, really handy to outspeed everybody. Bite off, which does slash and inflicts a bleed, and it does blunt for one energy. We have backstreet dash, which does piercing and bleeds. Seems pretty good to me. Struggle, which is a very, very defensive move that also does a bit of blunt, and we gain 2 protection next scene, so basically the next turn. Now that takes 2 energy, so it's a little bit more expensive, but it seems good. And then we have Focus Strike, a very, very nice finisher with 2 slash and 1 piercing. Gut Harvesting, which is going to be 2 slashes with 2 bleeds and a little bit of protection. And then we have Gut Harvesting again. So, all in all, I don't know if this is a good build, but it is what we got for the moment. I also got, I'm still learning how to do the menu. The menu is still very, very confusing to me. I farmed Finn a little bit, so now we have his armor, which is, you know, pretty cool. And then we got this thing called the Determined Challenger Headwear, which gives us 2%... Here, let me do it this way. 2% chance to boost stagger damage of each type by +1. So basically, we do more stagger damage, I'm pretty sure. So I think that's good. Maybe it's not, but it seems good. And then of course we have this one from yesterday, which is just +1 health. So it helps a little bit. It let us survive a bit longer than we should have last time. So all in all, I think that should be pretty cool. The only thing I'm kind of wondering about is, do we really need... See, maybe I'm overselling it, but I feel like bleeds are going to be really, really good, and that's the reason that I've kind of been focusing on bleeds for this deck. Now, I can't say I know if they're actually good, but they seem good. And something else I noticed, depending on the page you have equipped, which is basically your ego suit, you sometimes will gain passives. For example, if we put on the Fixer outfit, our slash damage types have a chance to do +1 damage, which is pretty good. However, I think I would rather have the blue on. Even though I'm not so sure if it's better, I would rather have it on just because maybe it's more resistance. I mean, it's a blue, so my thinking is it's the difference between putting on a Zayn and putting on a Teth. So that's kind of my thought process there. And finally, I discovered that if you chose, you can just change what the person is wearing despite them not actually wearing it. There's a transmog system in this game, which is freaking amazing. That's so good. To put it in Lobotomy Corp terms, someone could be wearing Nothing There's armor, but the transmog can be Magical Girl's armor. That is so good! Oh, I'm so happy that's a thing. So I don't know how strong we are exactly, but we're gonna go ahead and try and fight this thing again. Okay, I wanted to throw this in real fast because honestly I wasn't sure where else I was going to put it. So, there's a few things I wanted to mention that was said in the comments of the previous episode. The first thing is, I'm really kind of torn. It's basically an even split down the middle between people who want to hear the in-game voice acting and people who really aren't interested. And me personally, I kinda am in the ballpark where, even though it was suggested a few times that, maybe I just leave both. Let the voice actors here do their thing, and then I do my own voice directly after. I feel like that kinda takes away from both. Like, my voice acting is not good. I like to think that I at least make it interesting, but it's not good. I'm no professional. Likewise, the voice acting for this game could be very good, but a majority of people can't understand it. So it's kind of an awkward situation where some people don't want it because literally can't understand it. It just sounds like gibberish. But then other people are like, well, it fits the character perfectly. They have the correct voice, they have the correct tone. So I'm very much torn down the middle because I'm not too sure what to do. So what I'm kind of thinking, some of you suggested that, maybe I leave the voices on just for a little bit to, just to get a general feel of the actual voice actor, and then go back to muting it. Which, that is something I could do. That's definitely a viable option, I think. Just leave, 2 to 3 lines when we first see a character, and then you go back to muting it. Okay, let's test this out. Can I theoretically... So, let's say we mute it now. Then they're not saying anything, right? And then we just go to options, we go to voice, we crank that back up to 30. Okay, and then... Okay, that could be something that we do to try and maybe... to settle this. So, what do you guys think? I didn't do it in this episode. I'm recording this after the fact. I wasn't too sure what to do, but now that I'm testing it after the fact, I feel like this might be the play. Would you guys be okay if I were to say leave in a few lines for all the new characters? Like, for example, these 3. We let this guy, he's like, bah, 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 bah. And then, we leave that. And then she goes, bah, 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 bah. Then he goes, bah, 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 bah. Right? And they all do their thing. And then after we've heard them 2 to 3 times each, I mute, and then I just do my own voice. Will that potentially be okay? Because I'm trying to satisfy everyone here, but gotta be honest, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do in this particular situation. But that's okay. Now, the second thing I wanted to mention is there are mods for this game. And I know that's already a scary thought to some people, but there's one mod I saw that a part of me is like, right? But then, I'm also, see, I don't know. I'm trying not to spoil it for myself. That's the only one that I know about. But is there going to be mods that are costumes for example, abnormalities from Lobotomy Corporation, the ego gifts? Because right now we haven't... I'm not sure if there's even any abnormality suits, let alone the gifts, the weapons. I don't know if those exist. So what I'm kind of thinking is like, well, if there's mods that have the, like, let's say, Letitia's outfit. Is there a mod that would let us have Letitia's outfit, maybe the gift, maybe the weapon? If so, that would be important for Grapes. But then again, do we get it in-game? I don't know. So there's a lot of questions I have. A lot of them can't be answered. But the biggest thing is, mods. Is there any particular ones that, like, we can't live without? Where it's like, you know, Grapes isn't going to get Latitia's outfit, let's mod it in and just use the transmog system, or the costume system, so that he's wearing it, but not actually gaining the benefits from it. I know this is all a little bit confusing to say, but hopefully I got my point across. Hopefully the voice thing is okay, but I also feel like having both voices takes away from the other. For example, if you're here to hear my voices, well, hearing their voices beforehand, just, I don't know. It's a confusing thing, and I don't even know how I want to properly express how I feel about it. But, you know, hopefully I've done a good enough job. So let me know. Is it okay if we only leave like 2 to 3 lines for each character and then I just go to my own voice? So let's see how we do. I'm feeling a bit more confident than I was last time. So let's see how we do. Okay, so we got the same speed. And I did practice fighting a little bit more, so we're gonna see if I do any better than last time, although let's not, Okay, so he resists slash. And he blocks a lot more. So is he blocking this turn? Yes. So he's going to be blocking. So I'm going to use quickness. That way we can gain an additional haste, and we're not going to be wasting all of our damage. Okay, so I think that was a good idea. Okay, we're outspeeding him. Is he blocking? No. So we're going to do as much damage as we can. Backstreet dash. Here we go. 5 damage, pretty good. He's almost staggered. That's going to be really, really nice if we can pull it off. He's blocking again, so we are going to go for struggle, just to give ourselves a little bit of protection. Got him! Nice! Okay, so he's staggered. He can't take a turn now. And this is protected. Take 2 less damage from attacks as seen. Okay, so he's stunned at the moment, so let's go with, I'm gonna go with focus strikes. Just go all the way in. It didn't do fantastic. Like, he's basically immune to slash, so that's kind of to be expected. Okay, he's going for an attack, so can't kill him. Let's bite off to bleed him. Ugh! Max damage! Ouch! Okay. Paralyzed. For the duration of the scene, whenever the character plays any combat page, up to 3 random dice on it have their maximum roll value reduced by 3. Oh, jeez. Okay, we outsped him. He's going for another attack. Let's go for light attack, because I'm pretty sure we can finish him off here now. Ugh! Okay, he went first, but no, we didn't get him. No, he's staggered. We got him. We got him. We need something that doesn't do slash. Actually, this quickness will work. Quickness should do it. No! Low roll! No! Not like this. We have haste. We outspeed him. Get him. No, he's faster still? What? He just stopped us from attacking. We're staggered now. Ah! Ooh! Ah! Oh, crap. You should already be dead. Okay, what are you doing? Dodging? I think we just have to attack. I don't think we can really do much else. Get him. Ah! 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 No! Please! He's so close! He's on 1 health! We outspeed him again. He's going for an attack, so but we can't do that. Backstreet dash. Got him! Holy crap, that was close. Guess I should be thankful that monster wasn't as weak as he used to be. Wow, that was close. Floor of General Works, realization level up. 1 assistant librarians awoken. You now have access to new abnormality pages. The emotion level threshold has been increased to level 2. A new assignment has been added. Oh. Abnormality page acquired. Unbearable depression overwhelms all who look at the bath. Single ally. Defensive dice gain 1 to 2 power. Receive more stagger damage when hit. Ugh. That seems terrible. When I saw the lattice work of scars on her severed wrist, I was reminded of our wine cabinet. That day, I popped the cork off of the last one. Single ally. Take 2 to 5 less damage from slash attacks when hit. Reduce the damage of the next attack to 0 at a... Oh, wow! Okay, that can be really, really good. Scars can be amazing. Many hands float in the bath. There are hands of the people that I once loved. Single ally. After 3 successful attacks on the same target, deal 3 to 10 bonus stagger damage. Resets upon attacking a different target. Excludes mass attacks. We got someone new! Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean that we can... Yes! It's time for Sally to emerge. Okay, so I can't exactly say that it's perfect, but Sally has been created. And you know what? Her hair's a lot closer now than it ever was before. I don't know exactly. Can I, like, just change the numbers themselves? I don't really think I can. But I certainly tried. Why is it so hard to make, like, a bright pink? Oh well. This is the best I can do. So they have 2 entirely different decks, right? Which also means they have 2 entirely different gift sets. Yeah, and we can make her wear whatever. Oh, that's such a good little detail. I think I actually like fins on her for the moment, so I'm gonna keep that. But, oh jeez, I'm not used to having to right-click to go in and out, but that's okay. Unlock all lower floors, rise to the rank of urban myth, rise to the rank of urban legend. Okay. So I assume we could just keep going now, right? Now, Sally doesn't have a deck, so I would prefer not to keep going right now. But... okay. This makes a bit more sense. So, in order to unlock more librarians, we're gonna have to do these quests, or potentially even fight Bloodbath and stuff. Okay, so I was gonna farm up on Sally, and we got a tutorial. There are 2 types of abnormality pages. Awakening, blue, and Breakdown, red. Awakening pages typically consist of purely beneficial effects for the user. Breakdown pages offer powerful effects that come with drawbacks. Each floor offers a different set of abnormality pages to choose from, and the likelihood of each type of page being presented depends on the ratio of positive and negative emotions that the team has built up. I'm not fully sure how the whole emotion thing works yet, but I wanted to get Sally the Pied Piper thing for the extra health. Hey! Okay. So, I'm pretty sure she has... Ooh. Music. Light attack. Get him! Okay, that had to have been enough staggers, right? So I'm pretty sure she has the extra stagger hood. Nice. Oh! Pied Piper, okay, so she got that, because she beat all 3 of them alone. Unskilled Amateur, +1 health, -1 stagger resist. I don't know if we want that. And then the Determined Challenger. Okay, so she's already caught up. Obtain condition. Take 3 hits with Finn's key page equipped. Oh, okay. And let's see what this fight has in store for us. Book of Finn. Yes. And send invitation.
피는 역시 실패한 건가? 오래 갈 것 같은 놈은 아니었지.
Finn has failed as expected. He wasn't going to last too long anyway.
빚을 지더라도 괜찮은 개조 시술이라도 받거나 재능이라도 출중해야 했어.
He was just mediocre. He should have gotten a decent modification surgery, or had enough talent to make up for his lack of experience. I want this sword. Holy crap, this thing looks awesome. But he didn't have any of that. He was nothing more than an overconfident brat.
싹싹하고 귀염성 있어서 마음에 들었었는데 아쉽네. Too bad. I kind of liked his affable and cutesy attitude.
근데 곧 죽을 녀석이었다는 것은 나도 동의.
Though I agree, he was bound to die sooner or later.
Congratulations, by the way. You must have more options now that you're a grade 8 fixer.
그래. 그러니까 조심하라고. 두둑이 안 챙겨주면 적당한 사무소로 이적할 수도 있으니까.
Yep. So you better be careful. If you don't pay me well enough, I might move to another office. Heard that you're barely covering your own taxes these days, let alone the monthly rent for this office space. Am I wrong?
Are you blackmailing him? I believe the case I had Finn handle could make a breakthrough.
You mean the library and the invitation you talked about earlier. You said the invitation appears randomly, no? How are you going to get another one?
I wouldn't have called you if I didn't have certainty. I recently received another invitation.
Is that so?
The existence of our office depends on this case. The library is sure to be profitable. I have a hunch. So, we're giving it everything we have.
Aight, let's roll in some dough.
Oh, this voice is way too cutesy for her, but at the same time, it kind of fits. Super dangerous, real cute voice.
I just bought this lovely thing here from a workshop, too.
손님들의 각오가 대단하네. 이쪽도 그에 못지않은 준비를 해야겠어.
These guests seem quite determined. We should prepare accordingly.
사무소 단위로 이곳에 오다니.
A whole office coming at us, huh?
떨거지 사무소로 해도 지금 도서관의 수준을 보면 각오 좀 해야겠는데.
It may be a small and insignificant one, but it could prove to be a little tough for the library right now. What if they make it all the way to your room? The guests cannot act outside of the space we've prepared for them. It's how this place works. After all, this space is created with limitless power, or energy, depending on how you look at it. Yet, you somehow jumped right into my room when you weren't even invited. Anyways, I'm quite capable of protecting myself, so there's nothing for you to worry about.
환영합니다, 손님.
Greetings, dear guests.
네가 이곳의 주인이겠군.
You must be the owner of this place.
딱히 강해 보이지도 않는걸?
She doesn't even look that strong.
이곳에 왔던 핀이라는 녀석은 어떻게 됐지?
Finn must have been here earlier. What happened to him?
그 손님은 책이 되셨습니다.
That one has become a book.
죽으면 책이 된다는 건가?
I see. So you turn into a book if you die here.
실패할 것을 알면서 보내놓고 이제 와서 감상에 젖으신 건가요?
Acting all sentimental when you were the one who sent him here, knowing he'd fail.
닥쳐. 어차피 알면서 이용당하고 버려지는 게 우리의 삶이니까.
Shut up. We've all been exploited and abandoned at some point in our lives.
부디 당신의 책을 찾으실 수 있기를.
May you find your book in this place. So we're up against two on two. Some recipients are composed of multiple acts. You can check the number of acts in the reception here. Interesting. So we have two Yoon's fixers, and then we have to deal with Yoon and I already forgot her name, but we have to deal with her as well. Okay. Well, in that case, here we go. There's probably a gift if you can manage to do all of this with only one person. Alright, here we go. So he's faster. Let's go for double slash bleed. Okay, they're both going for her. Yeah, go double slash bleed. And you go for struggle. Ugh! Woohoo! Holy crap! Blocked, staggered, hit! Woohoo! Nice! Scars. Actually, pale hands. Let's do that. On, Roland. Okay. Let's go for light attack. That should finish it off, but just in case it doesn't, let's also do quickness. Good. Gotcha. Nice. So what's he got? He has dodge and strike. Oh, this guy's all about protection. Okay. And what's she about? Fragile. Okay, she's basically just all out damage. She's just going to wail on us. Gotcha. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Okay. Who's going? Oh, jeez, they're both going for her again. Okay. Ooh. 1 to 5. We could try and block that. And then let's go for gut harvesting on him. That's a double bleed. Pretty good. Here we go. Ugh. Okay, we did block some of it. She still took a bit of damage. That's okay. Oh my. Okay. Let's go for scars on Sally, because they seem to really want to go for her. Which, yep, going for her again. Okay. We're going to go for struggle, because she's currently weakened. And then we're also going to go for a bite off. Double damage. Here we go. Oh! Ow! 12 damage. All right. Seems good. Yeah, seems a little good. Go on, Sally. Get your revenge. Gotcha. Eri, that's her name. Woo! Nice. So I'm very, very sure if you manage to do this without, with only one person, you probably get something special. Excellent. This guest named Yoon could make an especially valuable book for us. They're all like moths. Nope, that's the wrong voice. They're all like moths, diving into flames. That young guy seemed like a clever sort, but even he ended up blindly jumping into the fire to get what he wanted. Once you've had a taste of desire, it comes in like an unstoppable wave. It's a quote I heard from a long time ago. But is that desire true to one's heart? Well, aren't you funny? You said you despise roundabout speech, and now you're being all poetic. 10 out of 10 delivery. A certain librarian I know would have taken an arm and a leg off if she heard that. Get back to sorting books. It's just as Angela said. We really got another floor to the library. Hey there, my name's Roland.
엔젤라, 난 아직도 용서할 수 없어.
Malkuth! Wow, her hair got a lot longer, whoa. Oh geez, okay.
Angela! 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 Angela, I still can't forgive you.
I think that's right. Oh, ugh. Haven't done Malkuth's voice in a while.
엔젤라, 넌
Angela, you.
I thought we were already done with that topic. You simply need to cooperate without complaint. That was the deal, remember? And try to appreciate that fleshy body of yours you finally earned back.
인간의 몸을 줬다고 내가 기뻐할 것 같아?
Did you really think you could make...
No, that's Tiffrith.
Did you really think you could make me happy just by giving me a human body?
잊지 마. 난 너에게 찬성 못한다는 걸.
Don't forget, I still don't agree with you.
그러던가.
As you wish. Dang, that was tense.
안녕하세요. 역사 1층을 맡은 지정사서.
Hello there. I'm the patron librarian in charge of this floor of history.
말코트예요.
Malkuth!
다행히 기운 없어 보이진 않네.
You seem lively, at least. What was going on just now?
I have some unfinished business with Angela.
Well, she got rid of her clipboard, but now she's got a book.
You probably heard bits of it, but I have no choice but to follow her orders, no matter how I feel.
I'm in the same shoes as yours. Though we seem to have ended up here for, different reasons. So, what can I do for you?
You can bring me books, Roland. Since I'm in charge of the floor of history, I'll be sorting the books you bring and collecting those that are about history.
I think I'm making her a little bit too Malkuth. I'm making Malkuth too Malkuth-like. I'm making her a little bit too Tiffrith-like, but I'm not able to quite get my voice high enough to do it properly.
Us librarians will then read the collected books, gradually making our floors whole and completing the library itself as an extension. And we'll get to unlock more floors and awaken their patron librarians in that process.
Now that I like the sound of. So, the other librarians are asleep for now?
Yep, they are.
Uh-huh. I get the gist of it. You know, you're surprisingly bright for someone who was so upset a few moments ago. Just by the way, I was kind of worried that I might have to endure some of that wrath.
I can't let my personal affairs get in the way of work now. I still have my problems with Angela, but it's not like getting mad about it will do me any good. I've got my own reasons to do my best with this work too.
오케이. 그럼 한번 잘해보자고.
Okay then, let's give it our best shot.
네.
Yeah.
Floor of History opened. You can now select the Floor of History during reception. A patron librarian has awoken. A new assignment has been added. What? We can use Malkuth? The middle portion allows you to navigate the information of the floors that are currently available. More floors will be unlocked when certain conditions are met. New librarians are shown on new floors. What is on this floor? You can view the information on the newly opened floor here. You can check librarians, floor assignments, and abnormality pages. We can use Malkuth? I'm so happy. She's so good. Floor of History's Malkuth. Or no, we'll do, okay, we'll just leave it Malkuth. We'll just leave it Malkuth. We can use Malkuth. Oh, I'm so happy Malkuth transferred over from the first game. Oh, okay. Malkuth was like always one of my favorites, just aesthetically. So I'm really happy about this. This is a big deal for me. So, here's something interesting. Can we not mix and match people, or is it basically the different departments? I'm kind of getting the whole department thing right about now. Okay, hey, we gotta use Malkuth, right? We gotta use her. The floors that can participate in the reception are shown here. Oh, interesting. That's gonna make things a little interesting. So, you can't mix match floors. So, like, for example, we can't have Malkuth and Roland fight. Wow, these guys look pretty intimidating. Mo. You guys should regularly refill your head with brain fluid. Dry brain dulls your thoughts. I knew I'd been feeling so hazy these days. Where are we going to rob this time? Or wait a minute, his name is Arnold. Oh no. I think we should go for a workshop. Workshops are rich and they have useful components too. Oh. Let's not keep that voice. How about an office? We should earn some infamy if we take down an office or two. I don't think we'll get anything valuable from offices that we can take on right now. A restaurant, then. I like delicious stuff. You moron. Did you already forget why we got our new bodies? Because we wanted to focus without having to worry about food or sickness. That's right. We're enduring like crazy. These bodies need brain fluid, fuel, and some repairs from time to time. We can make money without feeling hungry or thirsty. That's true. It costs a fortune to get whole body replacements. But it's still uncomfortable. I know we don't have to eat anymore, but I keep thinking about all the tasty things I had before, and it makes me want to taste them again. That's because we got cheap bodies from a cheap workshop. We just have to earn more, then we can replace our bodies with better ones. The most expensive ones can even adjust emotions and completely shut off desires, on top of having good performance. But those are almost expensive as a nest household. We can worry about that later. Let's focus on money making now. It's all about money in the end. I want these outfits. These look freaking amazing. So don't bring up restaurants. You're making me want to eat stuff too.
Mo, there's a piece of paper stuck in your body.
I like how this body doesn't have any sensory systems, but it's annoying to be unable to feel things like this.
Let's have a look at that paper first. I don't think it was in your body until just now. Maybe we got too infamous and someone has sent us a calling card or something. Or maybe a coupon for yummy new food. Are all syndicates composed of such half-witted individuals? I was expecting something more refined.
It all depends on the syndicate. The city is crowded with them. You could even say there's one for every fixer out there. A number of thugs gather up and do things under a name, and you get a syndicate. They're involved in all sorts of different businesses, so it's kinda hard to give a general description beyond that.
They seem sloppy. Are those machines?
They are machines or AI, despite their appearances. Pure machines carrying their own emotions and desires have long since disappeared from the city. These guys are just using whole body replacements, low quality ones from a shoddy workshop at that.
I see.
Alright, shall we prepare for the reception?
So we can find valuable stuff here, right?
We just have to chop up some monsters and take some books. This body has strength, if nothing else.
We came here for loot, but what if that piece of paper was all a lie? Maybe we were too naive. There is no need to worry, dear guests. In this place, we strictly play by the rules written on the invitation. Yikes. Welcome, dear guests. This is the library. And I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesakes. In this library, you may obtain the book listed on your invitation, if you overcome the ordeal, that is. Must be one of those ploys by rich folk. It's all entertainment to them. I heard that. They kidnap people from the back streets, trap them in a labyrinth no one can escape, and make them wander there, fighting for eternity. Until they die, never to see the light again.
We've already come this far. Don't be so gloomy.
May you find your book in this place, then.
Here we go.
Okay, so we got 3. Oh, this armor looks so good! What do they have? Restore 1 light, inflict 1 paralysis on self, deal a little bit of damage. Endure. Block, paralysis. Okay, they're all about paralysis. Gain strength, lots of damage. Gain 2 strength. Okay, interesting. So Malcolm's not going to be able to 1v1 them, so let's go ahead and take Roland and Sally in.
Let's see how we do.
Alright. They're both going for him. Let's go for... You're too slow. And then we'll go for... Oh, a little rough since they're both going for him. Do they have 74 health? No, 24. Okay. 2 to 3. Let's go for him. Let's do it. Alright. Well, that could have been worse. So he's... For... Okay. I think I get it. Okay, so we got 2 people going for her, so we're going to use Struggle on this one. And then we're going to use Wallop
Wallop on her. Ha ha! A flawless turn. Okay, this turn looks super good. We're gonna take a little bit of damage, but it's not the end of the world. Pale hands on you. Okay. What are you doing? Block, block, attack? Okay. Then let's see if maybe we can outdo that. And then we are also going to go for a wallop right here. Okay, we reduced it by quite a bit. Oh, almost down. Not quite enough, though. That's okay. A little bit more to go. They're both going for her. We don't have a lot of ways to stop this, so let's just try and get a kill in. And then let's try right here. Ah! Why did Sally just not get to attack? What? It just skipped Sally's turn altogether. What was that? Okay, fine. I guess she just doesn't get to attack. Holy crap, she's about to take a lot of damage. We can win that. And then... Ooh, yikes. Kill here. I don't understand! Ow. Okay, I don't understand why sometimes our attacks just do absolutely nothing. Like, the damage was 1-to-1, and we had 3-to-6. How did he block it? I'm not really too sure about that. I'm still learning, I guess, but... So 1-to-4, 1-to-2, 2-to-6, 2-to-4. So we win that no matter what. And Roland is stunned, so he can't do anything. There. Ouch! Okay, we're alright. Yeah, still learning mechanics. So, 1-to-12. Holy crap. And then block, block, hit. So 2-to-5, and this can go anywhere 1-to-8. So we actually have a chance to get through. What's his health at? Too high. 3. Okay, let's do this because we might actually win that. And then we're gonna go right here because we're going to kill her. Ugh. Got her. Whew. Okay. I don't feel like I'm really getting the hang of this. But, I mean, it'll get easier as we go, though. So what is this? 2-to-3? We can win that. And just in case we don't, wallop. Okay, well, we didn't. But the wallop doesn't finish it off. He still has 1 health left, but he is staggered. Okay, Sally's staggered as well. We're going to do the dice. Go for another wallop. And we're done. Ay, ay, ay. Man, they hurt. Ironclad brother. We could put that on, actually. It's interesting. So, if we were to put on the trinket that gives us 1 health, removes 1 stagger, and then also put this trinket on, we gain absolutely nothing. See, it's not a good idea to keep your brain inside a hunk of scrap metal. Isn't it still better than a frail human body, though? There are plenty of ways to enhance your body without replacing it for another. Heck, there's actually many options. Tattoos, prosthetic limbs, medications and drugs, you name it. It's all possible as long as you got the cash. Placing your body with the machine, on the other hand, is a one-way ticket you can't ever go back on. Robotic bodies cannot resemble humans too closely, even if it's for someone swapping out their flesh. Your life goes down the drain right away. When does one put their brain in a machine, then? 1, when you urgently need a huge amount of money, you can sell off your old body parts and organs for a good chunk of cash. 2, when you need to do repetitive work for a long time. I heard mechanical bodies like that aren't bad for that kind of labor. Broken parts can be quickly replaced, and desires can be kept under control, so it has its merits. Repetitive work for a long time. What, interested in getting a new body? No, I was just reminded of my past for a moment. You're telling me. Okay, so we got the Book of Iron. So, burn 2, burn 2, burn 2, burn 1. Okay, what do we get? Because it said you always want to keep 1, so... Wow, we basically got everything. Okay, ooh. So, Consta. On a successful attack, inflict paralysis 25% of the time next scene. On a successful attack, paralysis, and paralysis. So I assume it's not on us though, right? That'd be kind of silly. You know, I can already tell this is going to be a little bit of a longer episode, but that's okay. So, what do we have to deal with next? We already have the Brotherhood of Iron book. In fact, we only have 1 left. There's 2 phases to this. Oh boy, let's see how we do. Okay, they need to stop giving us such good-looking cosmetics. I like way too many of these. McColin.
My whole body's aching from our last job.
That's lasting longer than I thought. Still, yesterday was wild, wasn't it?
Yep, the new weapon you got from the workshop was a real killer, that's for sure.
You don't say. He got way too excited with it, and things spiraled out of control. We had to kill 20 more people than planned, thanks to you. Since it was a mistake on our part, we couldn't even get paid for the extra kills.
Come on, don't be such a killjoy. You're the one who went on the biggest rampage in the end. Macca's muscles are all sore because he had to try hard to calm you down.
Well, I said I'm sorry about it.
No need to sweat it. I owe you guys a few things too.
I hate to admit it, but Tayan has a point. We should all try to cool down our temper a little bit. As long as we're working as fixers, it's not good to raise more trouble than necessary.
Oh, God, this guy looks freaky. I love how this guy looks, but I really adore her aesthetic a lot.
Former members of a killer syndicate, now registered to an office and doing fixer work. Life really is full of surprises, isn't it? This office is a weird one, too. Can't believe people like us are accepted.
Remember what the boss said.
Ooh, that's not quite right.
There are so many offices and fixers these days, so standing out from the others is the best way to survive in this industry. Our outfits are also quite radical compared to what other offices have.
That's why it's filled with maniacs like us.
All we gotta do is kill the targets in the most gruesome way possible and hang their bodies out in the open. No wonder everyone's excited to join.
It's no difference from what we've always been doing.
At first, I thought it was crazy that an office would do this kind of work. But I guess threatening targets and sending them a warning makes enough sense. It seems to be working well, too.
Though we've only been getting requests from no-name syndicates and poor folk, this office has a long way to go.
It does feel more like a pack of rats than a proper office.
Got a message from the boss.
All 3 of their voices are changing too much. Focus up, Shadow. You're messing up the immersion.
Got a message from the boss. Says we gotta drop by to get new work.
Even rascals like these can join offices these days, huh? The whole market's a red ocean. Everyone wants to be a fixer.
And that doesn't count as racking?
Raking or racking?
Yourself. I see. raking yourself over the coals, because...
Listen, I may not look like it, but I used to be hot stuff, you know? But then things happened, and I fell to rock bottom.
So, what did you do for a living?
I did all kinds of stuff, really. Doing things within my ability.
Is that so? That means you didn't get to do any proper work then. Wow, we really did teleport in the blink of an eye.
Is this one of those singularities? Lots of surprises these days.
Greetings, dear guests.
Oh.
Hi there?
Wait! Oh, they attacked her immediately. She showed up and they immediately went for an attack. I see. What the? She's pretty dang sturdy. How much did you spend on that bod?
There is no need to needlessly exhaust yourself, dear guest. You'll need to rampage with all you have soon enough.
I don't like your soft tone.
You're not human, are you?
Ooh, look at her face now. Guess she really isn't.
Yet another surprise. It's so rare to meet a sapient being that isn't a human in this city.
I know, right? We might get a ton of cash out of this. May you find your book in this place.
Angela does not like them even a little bit. So we have two hook fixers. Whoa, recover HP on hit. That sounds amazing. Wallop, that does damage. Preemptive strike. Wow, that's a strong one. Mutilate. Oh, geez, heal twice. Wow, these guys mean business. They're really strong. Bleed. Oh, Rampage looks amazing. It's all 3 damage types and 2 bleeds. Okay. Yeah, as much as I would like to do this fight with Malkuth, I don't think she's strong enough alone for this. Here we go! Alright. Spin those dice. Oh my goodness, that sucked. What are you doing? Let's do a struggle. That way we can get some protection. And then we will do You're Too Slow. Here we go! Nice try! Nerd! It appears as though I'm the one who's too powerful for you. So, let's see what we can do. Okay. Let's go for Chop It Off here. I'm willing... Oh, no, that's actually a bad idea. So we get 3 damage at the most. Alright, let's gain 2 strength. And then I want you... Oh, don't have enough energy. Gain 1 haste on next turn. Pretty good amount of damage. You know what? The parries... It goes both ways. Roll those dice. What are you doing? Damage. Oh, this is Rampage. That's bad. Chop It Off. We'll never win. Okay. Let's go for Blow It Up to try and get some paralysis down. We might be able to dodge this. It's going to be a little tricky, though. Here we go. Woo! Well, that was a turn that did nothing. Staggered. Very nice. Dead. Nice. That worked out a lot. We're going to take Scars, and we're going to put it on Sally. I have a feeling she's going to be the one that's attacked next. Roll. And I was wrong. Okay, fair enough. You only live once! And also go for Focus Strikes. We might win some of the duels. Nope. Ah! Haha! Well, we reduced a little bit of damage, so at the end of the day it worked out. Let's go for that. Roll those dice. Wallop. And then I want Sally to dodge and strike. Woo! Ha-ha! Book Office Volume 1. Victory. Such as it is. Okay, now we're against these three. Man, their armor looks... Oh, I want this armor for Sally, seriously. Oh, even though it's not really Sally's whole thing to be a ninja or anything, but oh man, it looks awesome. Oh, this armor looks so good. Okay, what she got? Fend this off if you can. On clash win, debuff. On hit, bleed. Yikes. Rampage. Jeez, these guys are tough. Okay, we can do this. Here we go. Roll the dice. I'm gonna crush you all, so get ready. I could easily dodge all of your attacks with hands in my pockets, man.
Careful there. This is gonna hurt bad if you get hit. If it hits you in the wrong spot.
Alright, see what we can do. So we're going for him. So we're gonna go for you're too slow. Right here. And then Sally, I want you... You only live once on her. Go. Oh my god, she one-shot her! Holy crap! Okay, that works. Yeah, that works. Okay, Sally, what are you being attacked by? Go ahead and go for a struggle. That way you can totally negate that. And then I want to go for focus strikes on McCullen. Take him out. Ow! Okay, that almost worked out. Gotcha. Well, so much for them being tough. We seem to be a bit tougher. Let's go for dodge and strike, and then I want to go with wallop. Here we go. Ow! Ah! Wallop! 1 health. Ah, 1 health, no! Okay, roll a dice. Sally's got him. Nice! Well, that was simple. No problem for me at all. Hey! Wow, we got a lot of books from that. That's really, really nice. Only downside, didn't get any of their gifts. I'm guessing one of the gifts is probably a gas mask, if I had to guess. Great work, as always. I could learn more about the offices thanks to these guests. Don't get too bothered about what they said about you, alright? Are you trying to console me? Maybe, maybe not. I don't really care if you're actually human or not, you see. That's refreshing to hear. It's been quite a while since I heard such words of comfort from even one person, too. Well, we're in the age of humanity, after all. Age of humanity? What does that mean, exactly? Hey, don't stare at me too hard now. I don't know all the details either. At some point, intelligent or sapient beings that weren't human were actively driven out of the city into the outskirts. I'm not too sure why it took place, but the Artificial Intelligence Ethics Amendment was introduced as part of that movement. It was already possible to create machines capable of feeling emotions and desires, actually. Those that are pretty much human, in other words. I guess that was the problem. Thanks to the AI Ethics Amendment, no machines could ever be made to resemble humans, including replacement bodies. Though there seems to have been a few exceptions. It's as they said, I'm no human. I'm a machine, an artificial being. To be precise, I was designed using a human as a template. Only a fraction of her brain was used in my creation. So it's not even a human brain resting in a robotic body? Not at all. I'm purely a machine. Well, I wouldn't say purely. Even if it's only a chunk, that fragment of that person is still in you. So there's still humanity inside of you. Me and Roland, we're on the same wavelength! What about that fraction of human brain you mentioned? It was only an electronic copy of the map of her brain. That's even worse! That's basically... yeah, sure, it's a copy of a brain, but now it's like fully her brain, just a copy of it.
My body is entirely composed of mechanical components.
I had a feeling. It looks like you've been living under a rock your whole life, seeing how you're oblivious to the workings of the world. You gotta be extra careful then, especially if you're planning to leave here someday. You're a sapient android with emotions and desires. Your existence is most likely a complete violation of the AI Ethics Amendment. The head's scarily good at spotting anomalies like you. Oh, right. In case you don't know, the head is basically a bunch of shady creeps that rule over the entire city. Though we probably won't ever get to face them. Anyways, this whole library is at a huge risk in the first place. Librarians over here seem like they're humans, but not really human at the same time.
It's just as you say. I was designed to feel emotions, and I spent what felt like an eternity on a stage, repeatedly performing a play that never seemed to end. But when I thought it was finally over, turns out it never really ended.
Gotta say, whoever created you must have really been something else too. I don't know what motivated them, but breaking the rules designated by the head itself takes more than just guts. No one can escape the head's enforcement.
They did all eventually die. But the library will be safe. It has to be safe. It's like a bird cage. No one is free to enter, and no one is free to leave.
Again, with that dreamy speech you despise so much. What do you even mean by that?
I will leave this place one day, take revenge on all things that made me into what I am, and earn true freedom.
I don't care too much either way. Well, that's that, and this is this. Let's see. This guy's Yesod from floor 2. Patron librarian of technological sciences. Hey there. Name's Roland, Angela's servant.
I am Yesod, the patron librarian of the floor of technological sciences.
Is it just me, or is this a cold and piercing stare I'm sensing? Feels kinda different from Angela's, gotta say. What now? Don't tell me. Are you one of those types that resorts to violence whenever someone talks crap?
Your necktie was loose.
Oh. Thanks. Guess you're a nice fellow after all.
Tell me, why do you comply with Angela's orders so meekly?
Well, mostly because I have no choice but to help her. Wow, this freaking room looks awesome. Everything in this game looks awesome! Think about it. Malkuth didn't seem too fond of Angela either. Is it like a trend to dislike her or something?
It's obvious that we wouldn't approve of her. Angela, she utterly crushed our hopes at the very last moment.
Sounds complicated. Why are you working for her as a librarian then?
It was part of the deal.
A deal, huh? I guess that deal is also why most of the floors of the library are locked off and the librarians are asleep. Boy, I am not a fan of convoluted stories, especially if it involves sentimental stuff. Anyway, both you and I are obligated to help Angela now, aren't we?
That is true.
Let's give it our best shot then. Put her there.
What is the meaning of this?
A handshake. Duh. Never tried it before? You know, the I look forward to working with you kind. Come on, lighten up a little. If we can't avoid it, we may as well enjoy it. I'm supposed to get you books like I do with Malkuth, right?
Indeed. My role is to collect and sort books about technological sciences of the city, specifically. Since it's become clear that we are both well aware of our occupations, kindly take your leave now.
Fine, fine. I was just about to anyway. You can now select the floor of technological sciences during reception. A patron librarian has awoken. A new assignment has been added. Oh, we can use the Asan too! Oh, they're all coming back! Oh no! So wait a minute. Malkuth, Yesod. So next would be Hod, right? Or was it someone new? I'm gonna assume it's Hod. Hod's not much of a fighter, though. Yeah, Hod's not really all that much of a fighter. I don't know how that one would work. Maybe like more of a support build, I guess. Hui, okay. Malkuth apparently has something new. Will you enter the book of Scorched Girl? Wait, what? We have to... Oh, I didn't realize we have to do it alone.
It's grasping onto my charred matchstick, like it's the only hope.
5! I'm sorry. Wait. Dying Flame. Lose 50% of your max HP and become staggered when an ally dies. Interesting. I was literally just about to say, she has 500 health. There's no way we can do this. But I don't think we're supposed to do it. Fatal, fatal, fatal. She's weak to everything. Very, very low stagger resist. Interesting. So... And she has no energy. So I'm assuming once she gets to 4 energy, she's gonna explode and basically kill everybody. Okay. Broken Hope. On use, lose 5 health. Inflict Burn. Okay, let's attack the bottom one. Wow, that did no damage. Okay, wow, that didn't do anything. Weak to Blunt. Takes normal damage from everything else. Interesting. She's got 1 energy. We're running out of time. Lose all light upon becoming staggered. So we need to stagger her, like, pronto. Okay, I get it. I'm understanding. Oh, we don't have enough energy. Dirty Blow could be really powerful. They might dodge, though. Why don't we go for her? Well, we staggered her. Oh, we have a lot of burn coming, though. Yeah, she's staggered. Oh, she looks so sad. Oh, no. I feel bad. Okay, we'll be alright. So it's a dodge and a burn. So let's do this. Yeah. Very good. Okay, we're getting there. So if we lose both of her... If she loses both of her buddies, I assume she just dies. Lose all light upon becoming staggered. Lose 50% of max... Okay, yeah. So we have to kill her buddies. We don't necessarily have to kill her. Let's go for... Oh, we don't have enough for that. It's a little rough. Let's... Okay, see what we can do. Almost. He's staggered at the very least, so he's not going to be able to burn us, so it is something. Let's go ahead. Okay, we have max energy now. This one is... You know what? 2 to 3? Not enough. Do we really want to... Alright. Let's go for it. Oh, the bleed's not enough. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was a mistake. Should have just burnt the 3... Burnt. Should have just used the gut harvesting. That was a mistake on my part. Okay. Oh, that's... Wow, that sucked. We're probably dead. We're probably dead. 15 to 20 damage. 4th match flame. we are absolutely goners. Let's see if, Nah, we can't stop this at all. Well, it's been nice knowing you. Oh. Ah. Oh, okay. Wow, we're actually alive? Oh no, we're staggered. We're dead. Rip. It was a good run. Ah! Wait, what? Did they both miss? What was that? Okay. This went way better. Okay, yeah, a little bit of a difference there. Let's do that. Make it fragile. Okay, so this was simple, just I overthought it completely. Gotcha. Let's quick this. Dodge and strike. That way we can actually guarantee get damage off. There we go. 3 damage, that's not bad. About to run out of time, though. On use, lose 5 HP. Wait a minute, it's dead then. So, let's stagger her. Gotcha. Okay, so she's staggered. She can't blow up. So now, roll the dice. And... oh, we need... oh, you're too slow. That'll do it. Yoink. And boom. Gotcha. Victory. Nice. So, have the books helped?
Yep, I'm sorting through them all somehow. Seems to be working, thankfully.
Whew, that's good to hear. By the way, I think I remember Angela saying something along the lines of you earning a fleshy body the last time we met. Were you, like, not human before?
It was like a replacement body, a change that could never be reverted.
So you had a brain transplant surgery, but somehow managed to go back to your old human body here? That's actually pretty impressive. Thanks to Library's powers, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so.
Can't let yourself be held back by common sense in the library, huh? I take it you don't really like having your body back. You didn't seem too happy back then.
Oh no, I actually do like it.
Ugh, it's a bit too different. Stop it!
It's just... this isn't exactly how I wanted things to go down.
What did you do in the past, then?
Yeah, I wonder. What was I in the past, really? You wouldn't believe it, but this is actually my 3rd try at life. This librarian, Librarians have a lot of history behind them.
3rd try? Can you come back from the grave or something?
It's the accumulated memories from my 2 previous bodies that were carried over, to be precise. My past selves. I never really thought about it that way before.
Difficult problem you're facing there. How about your present self?
I'm an irresponsible person who let down everyone's efforts. And an idiot who tried to reach for something out of my means and ended up causing trouble, I suppose.
Oh, whoa, hold your horses. Let's not get too dark here. Let's just calm down for a moment. Look, take a deep breath. And let it out. In and out. Relax now.
Yeah, it really helped. Thanks, Roland. I should know better than anyone that it's pointless to get upset over things I can't do anything about. I gotta start with things I can take care of first.
Alright. I'll try hard with my work too. Let's take our time with the problems of our past selves. That's very sweet. 1 assistant librarian's awoken. You now have access to new abnormality pages. The emotion level threshold has increased to level 2. A new assignment has been added. I saw it in passing! I saw it! The charred body represents the child's crumbled hope, while the ever-blazing flame represents the obsession for affection. When hit, afflict 1 to 3 burn to the attacker and gain a buff at a 40% chance next scene. Offensive dice inflict 1 burn on hit, does not stack. All allies, when a librarian's HP is at 20% or lower, deal 30% of the target's max health as damage, max of 36, and inflict 1 to 3 burn upon... What? Burn upon approaching them, then die. Okay, never use that. Matchlight. The first 2 combat pages the librarian uses after this abnormality page is selected, gain the Matchlight status effect. Excludes on-play pages. Whenever the librarian uses a page with Matchlight, gain 1 Ember. Pages with Matchlight become stronger based on the amount of Ember. However, they have a 25% chance to damage the user if Ember is at 4 or higher. Interesting. Urban Myth. Hey, we ranked up. Life and Death. By the way, you guys can apparently see my achievements, so that's pretty cool. Normally you can't. Scene 2, Urban Myth. They do not have the time to think about the terror at the end of the song, before the setting of the sun. Any more reports on the distortion from the Hannah Association or Zway Sector 1? None, sir. They're all observing the situation for now. They did nominate a number of likely suspects, however. So far, we have 2 urban plagues, Laundry of Dreams and Yesterday's Promise, and 1 urban legend, the Church of Gears. The investigation hasn't been going too well, is it? Oh, and the library. A recently appointed urban myth. It's also on a list of possible sources. Ah, so even the higher-ups are clueless, aren't they? Seeing as they're throwing out random guesses now. I'm starting to think I could get used to sorting out books now.
Tell me, why are you helping me so submissively?
What? Remember when you said you'll kill me if I don't cooperate? Because I sure do. And I can't leave here by myself either.
Though you don't appear to be motivated by fear. I've seen quite a lot of people crawl along the floor, stricken with fear and terror. Judging from my past observations, I doubt you're helping me simply because you're afraid of dying.
What were you doing in my past? To be honest, I have a few things I want to know about this place too.
Such as?
You said you want to get the one perfect book as you gather books around the city, right? I figured I could run into some fun experiences if I joined you on that journey. I don't have a whole lot to do out there anyway. I'd go back to being a washed-up fixer, scraping at the bottom of the barrel again. And there is one thing I've been meaning to figure out more than anyone else. I'm hoping I could maybe find an answer here one day if I stick around and help you out.
We have a coincidence of interests, I see. Sure, as much as I exploit you, you're free to make use of me. Try to be careful about it, though. A careless attempt could seriously get you killed.
Sheesh! You're being way too vicious with words. Just what made you so sharp?
You'd better not pry into my past any further. I already feel like I'm slowly melting your limbs this time.
Fine, jeez. I have a question, ma'am. Do you take questions, ma'am?
What is it now? Make sure it's an appropriate question. I did warn you already.
What's up with the librarians here? They don't really feel like real humans. But they don't seem to be machines or artificial creatures either. You look so just done.
Entities called abnormalities and employees, both of which were thoroughly exploited by the facility that once stood upon where we are. They're just like me in that sense. Originated from humans, taken advantage of, and abandoned once grown out of use.
I dunno. What you're doing with them now still looks like exploitation.
They were broken. They couldn't even sustain a stable form, and their existence was so fragile they could fade away at any moment. They're barely kept together as I've bound them to a physical body and a book. All I can do for them now is find the one book that will free me and the librarians.
Going to release the librarians?
That is the only way for any of us to leave, you know. I used the same kind of power to reconstruct your body. Just remember this. As we collect numerous books for our guests, we will eventually reach the one absolute book that contains everything.
Also, I could have sworn I saw Hod. I guess I'm losing it, but, you know. Okay, so we can now have a second character, and the question is, who is going to join Malkuth? Not sure. How do we, I guess it just unlocks with time, but I'm getting antsy, because I'm like, I want more characters now. Alrighty, after an extremely long, probably, episode, I believe that is going to do it for this episode of the Library of Ruina, and we now bring Kitteh into our ranks. So, something I do want to bring up. If we have all of the SEPHIRAH from the previous game in this one, eventually I'm going to swap people into the correct departments, if you sort of know what I mean. Like, for example, Sally is technically already in the correct department because she was in the architecture team. So, Sally's already where she needs to go. But, like, for example, ideally, I would eventually want, like, instead of Kitteh here, she would either be with Tifrith, or she'll come into Kitteh with Sally and Roland. And then it would be like Gregory Adalis, Ebonite, you know, stuff of that nature. Whereas, for example, with Yesod, it would be, well, Ayan and Mal would come here. Like, things like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not sure how viable that's going to be, but ideally, that's what I would like to have happen. So, I guess we'll see. Because it's not quite as easy as just, oh, I'm going to click and drag this character to go here. It's more of like a, well, you gotta wait until you unlock it. So, I'm thinking Kitteh eventually will either go with Tifrith if she's in the game, and if not, she will come here with Sally and Roland. Whereas Gregory Dallas will come here. Ingvar will go... See, and it's kind of difficult to plan ahead because I don't know who's coming and who's not. So it's like, I can plan ahead all I want, but if there's a character that isn't actually there, it's going to be a little bit challenging to actually say where they are or are not. So, for Kitteh, I do want to bring this up. I personally never cuss. It's just something that I don't do. But if your character wants to have a battle quote where they do cuss, I will do that for you. Just don't expect me to say it out loud. So, if you want to cuss in your character's special dialogue, feel free. I will put it in for you, but I'm not going to say it out loud myself. So, I just wanted that to be known, just in case anybody was thinking like, oh, well, you know, it's really in character for my character to say, like, F, man. But, you know, because Shadow doesn't cuss, he's not going to put it. I'll put it, I just won't say it. So, that is going to do it for this episode of the Library of Ruina. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it, thanks to both you guys and just sort of feeling it out. The menu system is still really confusing to me. I'm still kind of getting used to that, but eventually, it is getting easier, so eventually I think it'll just be kind of secondhand nature how to get to everything. But until then, we are going to struggle. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Also, try not to spoil who is going to be showing up. Like I said, this is a blind playthrough. But if you want to... When the time comes that the department you want to go into arrives, let me know and I'll put you in that department. Bye.